Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to TechBeans. This, my friends, is the OPPO F11 Pro and this is the Huawei P30 Lite. Both of these phones are powerful devices, even though they're only mid-range phones. I got here all the apps rated up. We're gonna find out which one of these guys can launch these apps the fastest, which one will boot much faster, and of course, PUBG. Which one is better at playing PUBG? That is exactly what we're waiting for. Both of these guys are very powerful phones. And it's actually very hard to find out which one is actually better. That's why I'm here to help you. But before we start guys, I just want to say thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Also for letting me use their wonderful website. Now for those who don't know yet, Skillshare is an online tutorial website. It has thousands and thousands of online tutorials which you can pretty much learn almost anything about. It was great for them to let me use their website for free. And I have been using it every day. It has improved my content so much. I've been trying to improve my content like filming, video editing, making everything look and sound much better. Their tutorials are the best. Go check it out guys. They have tons of experts that share their experience and know-how. It is simply one of the most reliable online tutorial websites out there. And yep, I just want to share all the love to you guys because it's my birthday tomorrow. First 500 people to click my link below will get 2 months of free premium access to Skillshare. Alright. Also, because it's my birthday, I wanted to share to you this Redmi Note 7 giveaway. Just check out the descriptions below for more information on how you can win this. Oh my god, what a happy birthday. And without further ado, let the battle begin. No. Alright, here we go. So let's just boot these guys up at the same time. Here we go. Huawei, OPPO. Here we go. The OPPO F11 Pro just launched much faster than the P30 Lite. Okay, closing all the apps right here. Checking if they're both using Wi-Fi. They are. And as you can see, both are using the latest software. Alright, here we go. First off is the Google Play Store. Wow, that was so zippy. Almost instant. P30 Lite, my friends. Now for Google Chrome. Again, the P30 Lite. How fast was that? Next up is YouTube. And the OPPO F11 Pro is keeping up with the speed. So not all apps is very good on the P30 Lite. This still has some edge to it. 2, 1. Now for Facebook. Okay, that loaded the pictures much quicker. P30 Lite, my friends. 3-1. Next up is Instagram. Okay, so far the P30 Lite is much zippier when doing social media. So if you're more into social media, this is it. Let's render a map, Google Maps. Yeah, let's finish up much quicker, I think. And now for the important part of the speed test, loading games. Okay. OPPO Game Space, no game boosting technology. And I think this was first by a split second, not really noticeable. Now for ASPL 8. Yeah, this does not have any game boosting technologies and it looks like the OPPO F11 Pro again. Boom, and that is taking quite some time. Alright, and now for Hungry Shark. Okay, this was very zippy when clicking the icon. It loaded up pretty fast, but the thing is, when loading the game as a whole, the OPPO F11 Pro is much faster. Helio P70 processor is much more powerful. Finally, we have Mario Run. The loading games is very important for performance in determining the performance because it takes a lot of processing power to actually load a game. And right here, as you can see, the OPPO F11 Pro again. Also, the screen is much more optimized for games. As you can see, it's full screen. This has some black bars at the top. So yeah, something to definitely consider. Look how different the size is on both phones. That is so small. This is huge. Now let me just try that again. Reloading some apps. And as you can see, the Huawei P30 Lite is almost instant right there. It may have been slow in loading at the first time, but reloading again, it's almost instant. The moment I press the app, it immediately pulls up the game or the app just like that. And by the way guys, both of these are using 6 gigs of RAM, so no problem in loading a lot of apps at the same time. So there you go. Now let me just show you quickly the Antutu benchmarks on both phones. We have here the OPPO F11 Pro with 148,000 compared to the very small score on the P30 Lite, only 97,000, well 98,000 of course. Yeah, that is a marginal difference right there, like huge. Okay, so it's PUBG time. So by default, you get HD graphics and high frame rates for both phones. Let's test that out first. Just waiting for the game to start. Of course, I'm going to be unlocking extreme frame rates and HDR graphics later using the GFX tool. Pretty sure that is important for you guys, so yeah. And here's the P30 Lite. As you can see, well, it's not as smooth as the OPPO F11 Pro. That is looking pretty good. Not as good, but this is just HD graphics and high frame rates. Of course, we will see if there is a big improvement later. Here's the playing scene. Let's unfollow that. Now, first of all, I just wanted to get this out. The screen on the P30 Lite is much brighter than the OPPO F11 Pro. Also, the screen is huge. Well, it's not really that noticeable here, but if you're right here beside me, you will see the difference. And for sure, the P30 Lite is much brighter, and the screen is much sharper, of course. But the thing is, in terms of the gaming performance, the OPPO F11 Pro beats the P30 Lite in terms of smoothness right here. As you can see, there isn't much lag. And on the P30 Lite, well, like I told you, it's not really that good. Not at all. You can see some frame drops here and there as you pan around. I usually test PUBG with this because there's a lot of things going on in the background and it really stresses out the processor and the GPU so much. See that? OPPO F11 Pro. Pretty good. Of course, it's only maxing out at high frame rates. That's why you cannot see the better or smoother graphics. Color profile on both phones is kind of different. This is a little bit dry. This is a little bit warm. Of course, both are using realistic graphics, so they should look the same. But as you can see, totally looks different for both phones. So it totally depends on you now on which look you're gonna go for. Alright, I just unlocked HDR graphics and extreme frame rates right here using GFX tool. Let us test that out. Okay, here we go. So that's the P30 Lite, and as you can see, there is a little bit of improvement right there because of the heightened graphics. Now on the OPPO F11 Pro and on the OPPO F11 Pro, as you can see, there's a massive improvement in terms of the graphics. Damn, look how smooth that is on the OPPO F11 Pro. The P30 Lite is doing quite well, but it's not as good as the OPPO F11 Pro. This is definitely a game changer right here. Like I told you guys, always use the GFX tool to unlock full potential graphics of the game for your phone. Because default is just not gonna cut it. You know, you're not gonna enjoy the game at all. Let's jump. And here's the skydiving scene. All right. Wow, look how smooth that is. So there's a marginal difference in terms of performance right here. The OPPO F11 Pro is just crushing it. That's crushing the P30 Lite right there. Darn. Now in terms of heat, let me just check which one is hotter. 41, almost 42 degrees on the P30 Lite. Now on the OPPO F11 Pro, pretty much the same thing. So yeah, pretty much are on the same par when it comes to heat. And that's pretty much it. That is the gaming performance, the speed test for both phones. Now here's the thing, if you're just into social media, opening and closing those apps like Facebook and Instagram, this will certainly do. And it's a lot more compact and the back is a lot more beautiful. But we just can't deny that this is much better for gaming. Of course, when it comes to gaming, bigger screens is always better. And it's just all better because it does not have a notch. Unlike the P30 Lite, there's still a notch. No notch, there's a notch. Full screen, no interruption whatsoever. This is it. Plus the battery is bigger, 4,000. This is just 3,300. This is gonna last longer. Also, the charging speed is much faster as well. Actually, almost double the speed. So yeah, for gaming, I think this is the way to go. For casual people, this is the way to go. And that's pretty much it. Another great speed test and gaming comparison right here at TechBeans. Up next, I will be doing a camera and battery test for both phones. Plus some other phones right here. The Vivo, the Redmi Note 7 Pro. Yeah, so be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss it. This is Vince the Maker from TechBeans, and I'll see you on the next video.